All right, yo. Let's get this thing going. All right. A little later stream here. So let's go ahead and jump into some talk. Yep. Saw Liana Jojua fight today. I didn't even know. I forgot about it. As soon as I cut it on, it was on. It was on UFC Fight Pass. So I want to talk about that fight a little bit, y'all. So Aries F6, Jojua having her move to this organization. Let me double check the weight. I think it was at 135. So let a few of y'all come in here, and then we can get this talking going. Let's make sure y'all hit the like. Got 10 of y'all in here. Let's go ahead and get that going. 134. That's a special weight for Liana Jojua, and it was Daria. I'm not even gonna butcher her last name. She's Russian. Y'all know she's Russian. So Daria, Liana Jojua. So yeah, I want to talk about that fight today first, and then revisit some of these fights taking place this weekend, and then let's talk about GDR and Sarah McMann a little bit. They were kind of going at it on IG. Let's discuss that a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, Zaman. I know her last name, but I'm not even gonna bother saying it. Yeah, I'm looking right at it, but I'm not gonna say it. Now, if you put the pronunciation up, okay, that's different. All right. So what's going on, y'all? Let's see. Zama's in here. MJ, Brian Williams, Australia, Colton, with my man Lafayette. He said, "Yo, what's up?" Running Rini. Yeah, let's talk about this thing, man. Yeah, Aries F6 just let me see, went off a few hours ago. Yeah, it was about 4 hours ago. I caught the she was on. Yeah, she was on the prelims. Liana Jojua and Daria Kova. That's what I'm gonna call it. Daria Kova. Unfortunately, Liana Jojua didn't win this fight. Now she lost it. Lopsided decision again. 30-27 on one card and 30-25 two times. Like, that's how dominant this fight was. Once again, I just think Liana Jojua, man, like, I know the organization changed, but I'm not sure if the team changed. That's why you don't really see improvements in her game. Like, once again, I'm just getting the same thing for Liana Jojua. I think her telegraphs, her takedowns are too telegraphed. Just the same combinations. She's right there to be hit. And I stress this a lot on my channel, defense. There was no defense whatsoever, no head movement, no no feints, just straight walking into shots. I mean, you're dealing with a taller, longer fighter here. Why stand in front of him? Why do that? Why not try to use what got you here? You're a submission specialist. You've been finishing a lot of girls early on in these lower organizations. Like, why not take your time and try to work on a much more wrestling based style where you can go in there and get some takedowns? Like, you're so caught up on trying to bang. Like, she likes to throw hard shots. Like, the best shot landed in this fight was a push kick to the face, like a good push kick or front kick to the face. Excuse me, a good front kick to the face from Liana Jojua, and it did leave kind of a mark on Daria. But other than that, let me see, 7-0. Oh, she's 7-0 now. Okay, yeah. There was no other like big moments for Jojua. Sorry, there was just no other big moments. Daria, she's on her way up. She looks like a good bantamweight, good Muay Thai fighter. Yeah, good Muay Thai fighter, good kickboxer. She's tall, long, good work rate, kept working. Of course, she needs to, work on a few things as well. She's only 26, 5'9", good size, 135er. So we'll see. But yeah, Jojua, just into that same mind frame of doing the same thing. Like, if you go back and watch it, it's on UFC Fight Pass. Just so caught up on either trading or just standing there. Like, I think in the second and third round, there was times when I thought she was just done. Like, just moments where she didn't want to do anything. You know, Mojo, yeah, she's 8-6 now. Daria's 7-0. She's moving on. She's just using her as a building block. What fight league? It's Aries FC. FC. It's over. They do a lot of shows in France. It's a European thing. European show. Let me double check the the home base. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They did a venue in Paris today, so it's a European platform. Sleight of mind, what's going on? Bluebird said Jojua needs to stay at 125. I mean, she could stay wherever, but I think the outcome is going to be the same because she hasn't changed. Like this fight here, I said this in some videos ago too, man. Like, I got receipts on these videos now. It's like when you have a certain body part that stands out and can be a target, you have to protect that. You kind of have to build your defense off of certain things about your body. Like, let's be real. Liana Jojua's nose was leaking once again. Why? Because it doesn't fit into her game plan to protect it, right? Same thing with Lafayette said, okay, was watching a fight where a black guy got submitted. I think that's the one. Hold on. Black guy submitted. Yeah, Muhammad Baliyet. Yeah, he got submitted. I think that's the one you watched. It was on the prelims. Yeah, side of myself, I'm sure you saw that interview, Val and Taylor. Which one? The one I just did a video on it. If that's the one you're talking about. Yeah, I think I did. Cole said demeanor does win fights. Yeah, I mean, how you approach a fight as far as your body language. I mean, it can help dictate the pace on what you do in there. You just can't be in there. I mean, you just can't be in there with the timid body, timid frame, timid approach to the fight. It's all a part of it. Um, yeah. Back to what I was saying though. When you have a certain body part, like a nose, big bridge of the nose, big nose, or full lips, you have to protect those. Or if you just leak easy, those fighters that leak easy, like Montana De La Rosa, Liana Jojua, Andrea Lee, Jojo Wood, they all leak easy. And it still hasn't hit them. That realization hasn't hit them to say, oh man, we got to change our style up there. We got to change it up and start becoming more defensive minded because we get pieced up easy. People open our noses up easy. And okay, maybe one or two shots you can survive, but blood, it is part of the, it's not on the actual written criteria of how judges score, but judges do score blood, whether you like it or not. It's not on there to say, okay, we score blood off of one shot, this person wins the round. But no, like, it is scored by just their objective thinking, Korean, what's going on? Yeah, Lafayette, Maverick busted her up, so, And that's what they look for. They just look for that easy target, like a good jab. Like Daria just had a good jab in this fight and good combinations, just putting all types of hands in the face. And when Liana Jojua wanted to resort to taking the fight down, good takedown defense from Daria. Just good takedown defense. All right, y'all got about 20. Y'all only 7 likes. I mean, or 11. Let's keep it going. We got 20. Let's get 20 likes. To continue the conversation here on some WMMA. I know y'all love it. I know y'all love WMMA and love to talk about it. So hit that like for the 20 or 9 people who haven't. All right. So yeah, I'm not being funny when I talk about a fighter's nose or anything like that. When I say, somebody has a big nose and they need to protect it. No, I'm just being real that it's a part of the body that is gonna be susceptible. It's gonna be the part that's easy target. It's gonna be easy to uh, be opened up, easily broken. So why not defend that? So I don't know, man. Moving forward from here, Jojua is on a 4-fight losing streak, 3-fight losing streak. And out of her last 5 fights, she's 1-4 now. I hate to say it's over, but I mean she's still young. She's only 27 years old, so I'm not gonna count her out yet. Let's see. I'll still give her another chance. Slight of mindset Val kept it 100, especially when she dropped out. I don't think it's fun, Jim, and short speech. You remember that most fights? Yeah, I talked about that in my last video. Yeah, go check out my video. Slight of mind. The last video I posted. I didn't go into that part yet because I'm gonna talk about it in a separate video. But everything I said, man, like that's why I say I talk about what she says, because everything that she's saying is stuff I've already said because I see it. But it's good to hear it from the actual fighter, just so y'all can say, okay, he makes sense. He might not be in the octagon, but what he's saying is making sense. Right? Right. But Valentina said is just a lot of things I've already been saying, even about being one-dimensional. We're going to talk about that next. That's the next topic in this on this stream. We're going to talk about being a specialist and being one-dimensional again, because once again she backs up what I say about it. She backs it up. So I said it's a perfect time to go back to what I was saying, because now she's saying what the real is. So I just don't look at these WMMA fighters as having that mindset drive out does. No, they don't. Exactly. Like that's exactly what I was saying. Like a lot of them celebrate before the training. Before the fight. A significant strike. What's going on? He said hello to the chat. Brandon Green, what's up? He said, you think Angela Hill's going to get cut from the UFC? I think she might get another chance. I wouldn't cut her because I think she still offers some good tests. Like she wasn't like Jojua, taking straight up beat downs. She'll lose, but I think she's still a test for the girls that's on the come up, like Velismus, Demopoulos, Hughes, Reed. All of these girls on the screen here that you see on the come up, Ricci, like Angela Hill might could beat Ricci. Angela Hill could still beat Poliana Vieira, So she gave Amanda Lemos a good fight. So I don't think she'll be cut yet. Cole said I was expecting more drama between Juliana and Amanda. Maybe that's still to come. Yeah, so far we 3 episodes in, and I've been giving y'all my reviews. No drama yet. No drama yet. No drama from these girls or these ladies yet. Not even from the flyweight house. Peralta's the only one that's really kind of pushing it. She be up in there drinking already. So, okay. So, yeah, Jojo. Last thing I'll say with her, I think she's got some work to do. I don't count her out yet. We'll see. maybe one or two fights. If she goes on like a 5-fight losing streak, then I'll be like, yo, it's done, because she'll be like 8-9 by then. So I I'm surprised she's a Muay Thai fighter though. Like that's her main basis, because she doesn't really use Thai clinch too much. Like she's very slow. Sometimes her timing is a bit off, and I think that's where her lack of defense come in. Because sometimes the Muay Thai fighters just come straight in and you know bang like Joanna does. They don't. She needs to go into the fundamentals of boxing a little bit more. Like maybe that's what she needs. She needs some more boxing in there, or just kickboxing, both, instead of just Muay Thai. Because she's too used to going in there getting roughed up. And she really looked off with her takedowns here too, man. I was like, what's going on? But we'll see, y'all. Let's look at GDR here and Sarah McMann. They've been going at it. Lafayette, he watching that Eagle FC. I haven't looked at it yet. They're not really gonna put any women up in there, I don't think so. I mean, I might check it out. We'll see. MJ said, with all respect, sometimes when I watch these fights, I ask myself how many WMMA fighters got signed. I'm very disappointed in Jojua. Yeah, I understand. I'm excuse me. I'm disappointed too. Like I don't hate the lady. I mean, it's her life, but I am a little disappointed. Yeah, disappointed in Q Holtz. You know, as well. Yeah. Let's see. Mark Robinson, what's up? He said, random question. What is Karolina Kowalkiewicz doing? She's got a fight with Felice Herrig coming up. I see her training in the background. Joanna's IG, no hate, but I don't know how she's still in the UFC. I'm seeing a movie at 9:50. Oh, okay. Um, do you mean like what is she doing? Like, is she improving? Because no, like, yeah, she's got a fight coming up with Felice Herrig, if that's what you mean. But do you mean what is she doing? Is she just like not looking good or what? Colts, I don't think GDR is fully committed to to MMA. I don't know, man. Like she has really improved on her ground game. Like I think she's just kind of stuck in between juggling two jobs as a cop. She's doing the job as a cop and being a fighter. I guess sometimes that job is grueling, which yeah, I can kind of say yeah, you might not be as dedicated as like Valentina. So you know, but let me pull up this thing here. Let's go into this real quick. Sarah McMann and GDR. GDR has been out of the rankings for a few months now. Sarah McMann, she went on IG. What did she say? Let's go ahead and pull it up. Because I like this fight. I like this fight better than Aspen Ladd. Because she wanted this fight. Let's see. Mark Robinson said, I didn't know Karolina had a fight coming. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. She got a fight coming with Felice. Not really anticipating it too much. But MJ said, yes, I'm also disappointed in Q Holtz. Yeah. Like I said, it has nothing to do with, that's what people get mixed up. Nah, I don't dislike. I'm just disappointed. See, Brandon Green said, I think Marina Rodriguez in the strawweight division should get the next title shot. I understand that it's probably a title. Whaley Joanna's probably a title limiter, but Marina's on 4-fight win streak. I agree with you 100%, man. But lately I've been in that business mind, and she might not get it, Brandon. I mean, I'll be mad too, but hey, Dana already said that this is a number one contender fight, and he doesn't want to risk Carla keeping the belt. He really want to have her lose that belt. I'm just being real. And Marina's not really a guarantee like Joanna or Wei Lee. Because yeah, I love to see Marina get it though. All right, Straight said McMann will beat up Lad and probably get GDR. Shady know her trash talk. Yeah, let's see this. Look, Sarah McMann said this on IG. She said, "Look, this is the fight I wanted and I asked for. I was willing to wait, but GDR didn't say a word when I respectively asked her to fight. I was offered her after my fight with Pena and was told that she said no. I don't play games, talk ish, or BS. Dang. This is this was 2 days ago because she said something else too. Like, so she said, well, GDR was in a situation overseas, right? About being vaccinated and coming over here. Oh, yeah, this is what she said before that. Next opponent is Aspen Ladd on August 13th. I was expecting to fight GDR. Then in parenthetical, she said she retired. Or Rocky Pennington, she's recovering from surgery. And this fight was offered instead. We were originally supposed to face off a couple of years ago, but Aspen tore her ACL. Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, I've never heard that GDR had retired. I mean, she said she heard it from other fighters, but it's like I said too, man. Like, you really can't go off of what somebody else says. Like, that's why when I talk about these things, it's usually coming off of an interview or straight from the fighter's mouth. Like, I never done clickbait stuff. Like, even if another fighter was to tell me, oh, I heard so and so did this, I'd be like, oh, okay, well, I didn't hear it come from their mouth, so I'm not gonna say anything. But if, like, for example, if GDR told me straight up, like she told you, MJ, like, I ain't retire, then I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it because it came straight from her mouth. And I'm talking about this because it's them two going back and forth, right? It ain't like an interview where you just hear clickbait or fake news. Like, GDR responded. She said, I'm not retired. Stop the BS. Sarah said, well, I said I wanted to fight you and you didn't respond. I was told by another fighter who also wanted to fight you that you retired. I don't BS. I fight. When you want to step in instead of Aspen, let's do it. And then a lot of people were saying, oh, she retired? No. Yeah, like I said, I never heard that she did. I heard injury. And, I just heard the situation about coming back overseas, before MJ told me. But other than that, yeah, I've never heard that. So hopefully, man, they can get this thing going, man, because I'd rather see this fight. Because right now, Sarah is kind of stirring it up to make it say, oh, yeah, like, I want to see this thing. And hold on, Colton said, Lad is so overrated. It's finally being exposed. Lafayette said, Aspen lose, he gets cut. It's possible. It's possible. Because she has now looked good as of lately. Sliderman said, Andrade is back in the flyweight rankings. Yeah, she's never left. I didn't think she did. So Sarah McMann, though, right now, she wants a fight against a good, solid, dangerous fighter, and I respect her for that. GDR might be out of the rankings, but this is a good clash of styles. You got striker versus a wrestler. But to me, GDR has been improving on her ground game. Her takedown defense has been getting better over the past few years. It's just the lack of fights, the lack of consistency with her. And sometimes that can come into play. She's got some good wins on her resume, but it's going on 2 years since she's been in here, right? And with the juggling of being a police officer and trying to do this job, it is going to be hard for her to get back into that groove to really compete right now, I think. It could be. That's my opinion. Sarah McMann at 41, I think she knows that this could be her last go round. And she's really, really trying to get right back to her. She's really trying to get back to where she should have been to where she should have been. You know, she wants to go back to um let me see, what year was that when she had like some of her best wins, Sarah McMann. Because at 41, she's still stronger than a lot of girls in this division. One of the fights that really stood out to me, let's see. I remember she beat Alexis Davis. That was like a long time ago, though. That was like one of her standouts, but it's always been kind of up and down with her. You know, when she lost to Ketlin and Marion Renault, they both finished her. You know, like she's so strong too, but like sometimes she can get her will broken. But over the last couple fights, even with Juliana Pena, you know, she showed some good moments, but then she just got outworked and dogged and broken, and Pena did it. But that Carol Rosa fight, she did good in that one. You know, I picked Carol Rosa, but redefined herself, her strength, her striking looked a little bit better. And yeah, I think that, you know, she wants to try to get to that top position. You know, she wants to fight Pena again if Pena beats Nunes. So until then, you know, fighting, I think GDR, that would be a good I think it would be a good action packed fight, man. Just a good grudge match too. Hold on, y'all. Let me check these comments. James Perez, what's up? He said Holm will try to do whatever she can to secure a win. If she doesn't, it's not a problem. Just take a break, come back, be one win away from a title shot. Yeah, I mean, she's always in that position. As I said, McMann acting tough. I mean, yeah, read her IG. She going in. Cole said Juliana was reckless. She can beat GDR in a rematch. She did good in that rematch. I mean, she did good in that first fight. She did. But GDR did stumble her a couple times with some good left hooks. It was coming out to be competitive though. But Pena got reckless. MJ said GDR is watching your channel, and coach, she told me, oh, okay, cool. Well, shout out to GDR. You know, hope she likes the channel. You know, because just bringing what I see, just talking. You know, but I'm also observing and, you know, not just making stuff up. I'm not a person that gets in my feelings. I'm just kind of stating what I see and going off of that and research. Brandon said, you think Holly Holm gets another title shot if she wins tomorrow? There are no more contenders for the fight after she's 5-0 with Irene. She probably will. She probably will. Yeah. Cole said Holm Pena would have been a good fight if it didn't get canceled. Yeah, I agree with that. I was looking forward to that. Let's see. Brian Williams says Sarah's trying to commit suicide by Iron Lady, calling for this fight. More power to her, but there's no way I see beating Sarah beating GDR. Let's talk about that too. We're gonna talk about the matchup. I like the energy, but yeah, let's talk about the actual matchup. Yeah, Carol Rosa was her latest win. Rocky versus GDR would be a good one too. Rocky versus GDR GDR, did she fight her? Hold on. Yeah, this would be a rematch, right? GDR already beat Rocky like 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, but like a rematch as far as how they look now. Brian Williams say, "Wait, she watches. I love you, GDR." And yeah, if she watches, well, I'm gonna say GDR. I want you to call out Valentina. I want to see that fight. That's the only way I'm gonna get it. Get it across to somebody. Start calling Valentina out if and when you run through Sarah McMann. Go ahead, we're gonna amp this thing up. Go ahead and get through Sarah McMann, and we're gonna call for this Valentina fight. No. You call for this rematch with Pena so you can get the belt. Ravioli said, "Who is Rocky gonna fight at 135? She could fight some up and comers. 145, Norma. She beat Norma Dumont, in my opinion." We got BJ in the building. He said, Jojua, boy, I fell flat on that one. It's all good. I'm going to give her a chance, though, man. I know you might not, surprisingly, but surprisingly, I am. I'm gonna give her one more chance, maybe two, because she's still young. I mean, when she hit 5 fights in a row and lose a streak, man, I might have to say, yo, we gotta rethink this thing. Right? Okay, so I like the energy with GDR and Sarah, but this is going to be traditional striker versus wrestler, I think. I think GDR, she's going to use that length. She knows how to use her length and her reach to her advantage. She's gritty. She's not easy to toss around like some of these other, long fighters. I think GDR knows how to keep a fighter at bay like this. Like Sarah McMann's improved on her striking. Her overhand right is good, but somebody like GDR has the fundamentals of boxing and are more tied down to a T where she could take away the right hand. So I think her main focus here would be avoiding the ground, and Sarah McMann's main focus would be to get it to the ground. So I think we really get a basic fight here, and all GDR would have to do is take this fight at a distance and piece her up. Sarah McMann, she's gotten to the she's I think she's kind of redefining herself. She's gotten to a point now, like I said, in her career where she can beat a lot of these up and comers. But I still think what GDR offers is what's needed to beat a physically strong wrestler like her. Just an early look. I don't know how it could play out, but I think she's got the hands and the knees and the type of style to nullify Sarah. So Sarah's going to have to be extra different. Like, you can't be predictable. Hopefully they make this thing happen. Marcus Bell, what's up? Let's see. BJ said, like I told you, put Pena stuck GDR. Don't think McMann can. You don't think McMann can? You don't think she can? You don't think she can or she can't? I don't think she can. Well, it all depends because Pena's been working on her striking. Like I even watching this Tough show now. Like Pena's mind frame on straight punches, it's like sinking in now how important that is. Like it really is. Like what she was telling her team and what she was saying in her like interviews on the side. I'm like, man, I've been saying that stuff. Like I've been saying that's what she needs to do with her hands. Like back when her hands were, average, I've been saying like she needed to throw straighter punches, and now it's sinking in with Juliana Pena. That's why the more and more I see these things and how these fighters are talking, it makes me more confident in what I say because it's like I've been saying some of this stuff, being experienced with boxing and so on. I'm like, I'm not telling lies, but when I hear the fighter say it, the more and more I was like, there we go. You heard it from them. Like now, Juliana Pena, she's telling you how important it is to throw straight strikes. Even as a grappler, she's telling you how important it is to throw a straight punch instead of looping. She's in there telling her fighter that, and she's training Muhammad Usman, right? So I think with GDR, I think that's not going to be a problem. Keeping her strike straight and keeping somebody at bay. It's really going to come down to Sarah closing distance, getting it down. Colton said, yeah, McMann isn't very good with adversity. Yeah, she's going to have to do something out of the box because, again, when I study resumes here, it's been more consistent on how GDR sticks to a game plan and wins. I mean, Amanda Nunes is just a better fighter. She just came in with a better game plan and didn't strike with her. And when she did get hit, she got hit with some big shots. But Amanda knew what to do. She knew how to ground game. She says, this is what we're going to do. But say McMann now, she making the right improvements. I think she can still beat a lot of the girls under her. But I still, even though GDR is not ranked, GDR still was like, she left or taken out of the rankings when she was still like number 1, number 2, right? So don't get it twisted. She's still going to be a big step up from the Carol Rosa or like who else she beat? Lena Landsberg, somebody like that. But since McMahon won it, I say give it to her. What if Aspenland can't make weight or something? Maybe, hopefully, GDR can be on the back burner weight, right? All right, so let me see. BJ said how I feel McMahon could win, but could she fight through adversity? She could, but like I said, GDR is another level. Like, she's not ranked, but she left off in top two. Only fighter she was losing to was Nunes at the time, and her hands were that good to shut down everybody. Pena was only tagging GDR like that because of the threat at the takedown, but she was getting hit nonetheless. Yeah, she was still getting hit now. Like, I think Pena improved enough, and it caught GDR more by surprise. It caught her more by surprise, I think, but that's what kind of made it more competitive going into that second round. But GDR was still hitting her with some hard shots. MJ said Lena Landsberg was calling out GDR years ago. Oh, no, I don't see it winning that. Ravioli said, when is Jocelyn Nunes making her bantamweight debut? I don't know. Let's see if we can find any information on her. Jay Press, if GDR loses, it will be hard to get back to a title shot. She doesn't have that Holly Holm privilege. No. I think, this is a winnable fight for her. I think it's a winnable fight for GDR. But I think for Sarah McMann, with what improvements she's made, she could win. Definitely. She could win. But the strength of her, man, I've always thought there's been a lot of fights she should have won. But then again, it's not all about strength. It's all about adversity, overcoming obstacles, having the will to go through fights. But, like I said, Kellen Vieira, Renault, Pena, they all just took it to her and broke her down. Then McMahon, she beat her early on, one round. Who else? Am I missing somebody? There's one fight I thought Sarah McMann could have won. Who was that? I think Misha Tate, like years ago. I kind of thought Sarah McMann had a chance in that too, but yeah. So this will be another elite type fight for her. So I don't know if she'll be able to do what she needs to do to beat a fighter like that. Jocelyn Nunes, though. Lafayette said, boy got slept. Oh, the co-main event? Yeah, I haven't been watching. Keep you posted on that. I mean, how is the card overall? Like, how is the Eagle FC card overall? Like, how's their presentation? Is it good camera work? Good quality fights? I'm gonna give Eagle FC a hard time since they don't sign women. So, they got to have everything else perfect. Production, down to your ring card girls. That's how I'm gonna be on them. I'm gonna be on them like that. So, Jocelyn Nunes, she might make a good flyweight, but she could probably be a good bantamweight too, because bantamweight needs fighters. She doesn't have anything scheduled right now. Jocelyn Nunes, boy, she a little monster with them hands though. So yeah, I like this fight though. GDR, Sarah McMann. If it could happen sometime this year, that'd be good. I think it'd be a good first fight back for GDR. And yeah. Okay, let's see. So real quick, I'm gonna just run through a card tonight or tomorrow night. Everybody made weight. Let me make sure everybody's on weight. I already gave you all my picks anyway, so we're not really talking picks. I just wanted to kind of talk about which fights could be really good, which fights out of these, which could be solid, which ones are we sleeping on? Name of three, but let's see. Weigh-ins. Let's see. No scale mishap, so we all good to go. All right. James Perez said wouldn't say Nunes outmaneuvered Cyborg. It was a gun show and Nunes landed and Cyborg didn't. Yeah, Nunes is throwing bombs and Cyborg was fighting a little bit emotionally in that fight. That's my opinion. I just thought she was a little bit too emotional. Ernest said he's tempted to put money on Vieira. I'm gonna go with Holly in this one. Okay, so Elise Reed is 115. Sam Hughes weighed in at 115.5. Poliana Viana and Tabitha Ricci both bumped up to the main card. Poliana Viana weighed in 116. Tabitha Ricci 115. Holly 135.5. Kellen Berry 136. Kellen Berry is a big bantamweight, but they're about the same height, so it's no real threat of her being too big and too tall. Holly's strong enough to handle it. Yeah, so those are my picks. I think I'm gonna go with Sam, and I'm gonna go with Ricci. I'm gonna go with Sam, Ricci, and Holly in this one. MJ said Valentina said that Nunes will win the rematch against Pena. Oh, did she? Okay. I'm still going in with the mindset that Nunes still has what it takes to win. Let's see. Ernest said Holly looked like death on the scale. Yeah, she does a real. Like she doesn't look like drained and ripped, but she's really drained down for 135. 40 years old. Let's see. BJ said I'm gonna go with Reed. Her striking was beautiful against McKenna. Yeah, I told y'all. Yeah, that's why. I picked. I had to pick Elise Reed when she fought Corey McKenna because tell you a lot of people were sleeping on her. It really is 50-50 though. Like Hughes, Reed. I mean, Reed's got some good striking. She likes to stick to it, and she'll start early. So that might be the trouble there for Sam Hughes. So Sam Hughes got to get it going. She's got to get it going. I think that's why I said like don't. A lot of people thought Elise Reed was counted out. I mean, she was fighting Sarge the first fight. She was fighting in her wrong weight. But I was like, wait till she gets to 115. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about, right? You know what? No, scratch that. I'm not picking anybody. I'm gonna just let some rock out. Because I like both of them. So talk to both of them. I'm not. I'm gonna go in not picking in this one. I'm gonna pick in first two though. I'm gonna go with Holm and I'm gonna go with Ricci in this fight. I think we're gonna get a good stand-up fight. I think the one that'll make the adjustment if the stand-up isn't working will probably be Hughes. But overall, I think it's gonna be a good stand-up for sure. Okay, let's see. Rabbit said Reed looked good in her last fight, even in the Sarge L. She looked dog though. yeah, her last fight, she did. To me, I thought she did, and that's why I said, this is a straw weight that does, like BJ was saying, fight with meaning. Yeah, at least Reed does. Yeah, Holm, at 40 years old, it can definitely take a toll on your body. Like, this is the longest layoff. In case y'all didn't know, this is the longest layoff Holly's had in her whole career, boxing and MMA. Like a 19-month layoff. That shows you how busy she's been, throughout those years of, weight cuts, just a lot of training, wear and tear on your body. taking L's, taking hits, winning, a lot of slams, shooting in for takedowns, defending takedowns, throwing kicks, all of that. All of that takes toll on your body. Throwing head kicks, and then the drills you do to get to the fight, because everybody knows your training is supposed to be harder than the actual fight. So that's a lot of wear and tear on the body. Like that's why I say Holly on the outside looks good, physically. She has a very nice shape, but the pain on the inside, sometimes you got to wonder what their knees, the tears on the inside, the pain they feel. It's crazy. Yeah, you see something I'm saying. You see a lot of fighters, even they retire. Yeah, they could be in like great shape, but you know what kind of agonizing pain they be in from taking hits for years. That's what I'd be like. Nowadays, I ain't trying to train like no fighter, man. I just want to train to be active and train so I can bend down without hurting my back and grunting and stuff like that. I just want to be able to move like I'm moving at 70 years old. That's a lot of work. James, not James Lafayette said Holly said she ain't gonna be a stepping stone. Yeah, yeah, she's never been, and I don't think Kellen probably sees her that way, but she's definitely taking her seriously. I think she's definitely hoping that she can get a title shot off of this, and if Kellen wins, I'm cool with that too, because Kellen, she's back where she gonna try to get back into the mix, and I've always wanted to see what she could do. Back whenever she was on a winning streak and she was seen as the next thing. But then when she went on those was it 2 fights in a row she lost? The injury and then getting knocked out by Irene Aldana, then it just kind of died out, And then she didn't look good against Yana Kunitskaya. So it's crazy, man. Like how sometimes momentum is there, but then when you really get in there with the big fish, that's where the test really comes in. MJ says she thinks Kelly Vieira underestimates Holly. Well, she better not, because I just watched Irene Aldana and Holly throw down, and I know a lot of people make excuses for that fight, but Holly was getting in work. I don't think Irene Aldana won a single round, did she? And everybody says the foot or some issue like that, but Holly was piecing her up, taking her down, had some good pop on her shots, turning angles, and she was doing that against a boxer. So my thing is, like, if she does this against a slower fighter like Ketlin, there should be no issue. Ketlin is heavy-handed now, and she's heavy, but she doesn't really have the speed. This is kind of what Holly looks for to me. Lolita said, Holly, she's going for Holly. Okay. Colton said, do you think Holly is delusional for thinking she should have a boxing match with Katie? I don't think she is. No, like, if she wants to top her career off, because, she came from boxing. I think boxing is always going to be open arms to her. Like, if she just wants to do it and get a big money check or test herself, I'm cool with that. You have a lot of YouTubers coming into boxing. Why can't she come back to her sport, right? Rounds are shorter. You have more rounds, but it's only 2-minute rounds, and Holly's moving constantly in her 5-minute rounds. So 2-minute rounds should be no issue for her. And Katie Taylor isn't like the most defensively sound fighter. She can be hit. She's never fought at this weight, 135 in boxing, so it might be trouble on her in that way, but she's been making 135 in MMA. So 135 in boxing, as far as how it moves, it might be, but I think she could do it. I ain't got no problem with that. Rabbit said Katie Taylor is getting old and she gets hit. I don't know. I don't think Holly's losing. Yeah, she's not. Yeah, because so I said Katie's has fast hands, but like she's not the most defensively savvy fighter out there. Like I think Amanda Serrano would be more trouble for Holly because she digs to the body and she hits harder. Y'all know Amanda Serrano was looking bigger than Katie Taylor in there. She was the bigger fighter. She moved up, but she looked wider. She was taller, stronger. I think Katie Taylor just threw more volume and fought smarter towards the end. But I think Amanda Serrano would be more trouble for Holly because she hits harder and she digs with her shots. But I think Katie, not so much. Like Katie wouldn't stop Holly or nothing like that. I mean, come on. Holly's taking shots from Amanda. Well, not consistently, one big head kick there, but she took consistent shots from Chris. Chris, Valentina. She's been hit by fighters and strikers that sit down on their punches more. Katie doesn't really sit down on her shots. Yeah, MJ, I did. I thought Serrano won. I had it like 7-3, 6-4. Yeah, Bradley. Yeah, Redville. Yeah, she's bigger too. Yeah, Holly's bigger. Lavia said, "Combo, do you see my girl Wonder Girl fight her first MMA fight on the?" Yeah. I saw the highlights. I'm gonna go back and watch the fight though. I saw the highlight though. Yeah, she looked good in there. Yeah. I'll probably do a video, give my thoughts on that because I'm gonna go back and watch it. But yeah, it was a good fight. From I seen good finish. Brian said Aldana had an injury that impacted her mobility. Not saying she would have won though. I mean, she did a lot of walking in that fight. I mean, like it seems like she should have did more cutting off the octagon to avoid walking. Like the way she was just following Holly around, following somebody around. To me, seems like that's really gonna hurt your mobility. Seems like you need to be more about quick movements, especially if it's an injury. You gotta find the best way to move where you won't really stress your injury. Because what was it? Like issue with her toe or her foot? Mark Spell said talking about Holly coming back to boxing is almost like Evander getting the box. Nah, that's different. Nah, it's different than Evander, man. Because Holly didn't leave on like a bad note. Holly still had a pretty good resume. Of course Evander did, but towards the end, Evander had some losses. But Holly didn't go out on a loss. She had one knockout loss, and she came back and avenged that. It's not like Holly is that endangered. Especially when you're talking about a sport where there's not a lot of knockouts. All right, take in consideration this, Marcus. Like, we're talking about Holly at 135, where the weight cut's the same, the punishment ain't there, right? Because this ain't the heavyweight division, right? She's not gonna be getting hit harder. She gets hit harder in MMA. That's the difference. Like, WMMA has more knockouts and finishes than women's boxing. So this is actually the safer place, Marcus. Think about it. Like, this is safer. Katie Taylor's a safer fight than Amanda Nunes. So no, it's not like even Vander Holyfield country. No, because she only suffered like one loss when she left. I know it was 9 years ago, but this ain't like she's been chilling. She's still active. She's still an athlete. Like, let me pull up her boxing record for y'all real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this thing up because it's not like men's boxing. Now, heavyweight, I'd be scared for you. That's different. Heavyweight is different. Heavyweight boxing is different. Women's boxing, you can go back there and get you some if you want. Because Holly ain't gonna get stopped by Katie. I'm more fear for Holly getting like a 4-fight contract in the UFC again now. I fear for her fights at 145. If she fight 145, I was more nervous about her fight Norma Dumont and Katie Taylor. Why? Because Norma Dumont that's a big girl right there, and she gonna commit to hitting harder. But yeah, actually, her going back to boxing, that's something she's been doing for years, and it's only a 2-minute rounds against somebody that's not gonna knock her out. Oh yeah. Let me see. We'll go back to her boxing record here real quick. Damn it, where is her boxing record at? Yeah, Holly Holm boxing record. Yeah, she didn't go. She didn't start losing a lot of fights. She was still in the game, man. Yeah, like James Pierce said. Yeah, like Holyfield. Even like when Holyfield wasn't 60, like when he was towards the end, he was really starting to get to the point where he was just taking a lot of punishment against heavyweight hitters. Like that third Riddick Bowe fight, that was scary. With James Toney. But Holly ain't got no fear for one fight deal with Katie. Amanda maybe, but not Katie Taylor. Brian said exactly. She followed the whole time with the injury. Quick lateral movement was impacted. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think like you said, yeah, that's probably an issue. That push off, man, that probably would have really hurt her. Colton said, hearing her interviews worries him. Yeah, I mean, if you hear something, I gotta go back and look at some of these interviews. Lolita said her speech hasn't changed. So yeah, I gotta go back and listen a little bit. I need to listen to it. Hollywood have her arm raised tomorrow. I think so. Brian Williams said, with any leg, foot injury will impact ability to make any quick change in direction. Yeah, I was thinking back to people thought he was making an excuse. David Hay when he fought Klitschko and like his pinky toe was like messed up, and it really messed up his foot movement, and he was just dragging. There's a lot of pain. So yeah, because I was watching that fight, I was like, why is David Hay not moving? And like, it was just weird. Like he was kind of dragging his foot. Yeah, they do say that pain is some of the worst. James Perez said Bullet will probably give her a run for money, but she's not interested in limited fighting. She wants to use our arsenal. Katie Taylor. Yeah, Bullet. Valentina, I don't think she's interested from what she said. Straight side, I'd rather see Valentina go back to boxing and home. Yeah, she didn't really sound interested though. So yeah, everybody's made weight. Um, Holly, like I said, might be getting another title shot at 40. This might be her way to go. Maybe go out with a bang, but I still don't think it's going to be the end for her. Like even if she won and she was to even win the lose the next fight, she'd go right back. So sometimes I think there is a little delusion there whenever an athlete wants to keep going. Even like with Evander, like I said, I love Evander, one of my favorite fighters all time. But there is delusion there sometimes, like when they just want to keep on going. They want to keep pushing, and you already saying, man, this ain't them. Like this ain't Evander, but you see them in there over and over. Like yeah, there's a part of ambition, but is that line between ambition and delusion? Like when they thinking they can still do it. Like ambition comes with hunger and knowing you still have the ability to do it. But sometimes delusion, that's just your brain and your ego um, at odds, right? Like your brain's supposed to be logical about it. You're supposed to be thinking logical, saying, man, I don't have it anymore. My reflexes are gone. May have suffered one too many concussions. But then that delusion kicks in when your ego says, man, we can still do this. We can still win. We can still beat this guy, this and that. And that's where delusion takes over. And it ain't really just ambition anymore, right? But that's a whole nother topic one day. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about Valentina, though, and what if Sleight of Mind is still in the building, like he'd asked me if I saw the interview. I was like, yeah, I saw the interview for sure. Because I did the other video. So yeah, I told him, yeah, let me talk about this thing. One thing that Valentina said that I'm always saying that gets me and kind of gets on my nerves too. Like she kind of made it. Okay, Sleight of Mind's here. Yeah, let's talk about that Sleight of Mind. Remember Shevchenko, the part of the interview where she said she always see. Well, let me pull it up. I ain't gonna say it. I got it right here. Let me go ahead and pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up and we're gonna play it. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Whatever, I'm ready for anything. Your goal. You still have like not made fun. I see a lot of like other acts.
All right, here we go. Let me see if y'all can hear it. Hold on. Or you can pull it up. There you go.
Fighter having. So I see, I'm sorry. I see a lot of fighters, they are kind of like posting on their social media and like in interview mentioning that, okay, this is the hard part is over. Now we're gonna have make fun, like we have like making fun in the fight, like the hard part is over. This is like not that harder. But for me, it's just like the preparation, the hard part. It's just a step toward your goal. You still have to win the fight. You don't have time for having fun yet. The fun gonna be after your hands raised up. This is my approach to the fight. I never having fun during the fight. And this is what I think make me different, because you don't have time to like look for the crowd, how big is the stadium, how many person is there. It's like action, it's full action. The job is not done yet. Once you are stepping into the octagon, once you're stepping out with your belt, this is the time to have fun.
All right. Okay, and y'all heard that, right? Okay, so I'm gonna make that a sound bite. I think I'm gonna start playing that at the beginning of every live stream because you couldn't have said it any better. Couldn't have said it any better because that applies to every champion that you ever seen in the game that reigns supreme, whatever the sport is, right? Okay, so I bring that up, man, because it's like that's what I'm always saying too. Like we always of course, like I said, everybody wants validation from that person that's in the cage, but I'm just telling you now, I'm basing it off of facts. Like what I see is based off of facts. Like when I see these fighters and off of experience too, being around some, you be like, oh, this is how it works. This is what makes them tick. Like this is what makes them better than the next person, right? It's because of the work. It's because of the dedication. Like she said here, is the same stuff that I've said. So I know some of y'all said too. It's like when you start seeing fighters celebrating or on IG, oh, when the training is done, it's time to party. No, that it's not time to party yet. It's time to work. It's really time to work. Cause like she said, the hard part is here. The hard part is here. Now it's time to go in there and perform. Right. So when you hear her say that, that's exactly what everybody tell. Even with coaches that don't even fight, they're telling you that too because they know what it's taking to move an athlete, right, to get to the best point or to get the best out of them. And people get mad. That's why I'm telling you, like, people get mad whenever I compare her to other champions. Like when I say, "Oh, this the difference between her and Rose," y'all be like, "Oh, yo, you full of crap. You don't know what you talking about. Shut up. I love Rose." That's what y'all say all the time. Or you unsub. But no, she said it herself. Like she ain't calling names out, but she know what she talking about. Of course, she's probably looking at IG and she's like, "Oh, so and so, they ain't on their game." She like they over there playing. They like I don't know what they celebrating about. They ain't even fought yet. And then next thing you know, they go in there and catch an L. But you know why she don't catch an L? Because she's on the next level. Training is done. Now it's time to get in there and go in there and do what you got to do. Right? So I play that because that's where I'm at with it when I'm looking at these fighters engaging like who's the better champion. Like if I say this person is better, it's not because I'm in my feelings. It's not because I'm simping over a girl. Or like some of y'all do. I'm telling you, Valentina, for example, again, I'm telling you, Valentina is a more consistent, better champion, a better representation of a belt holder than Rose is because of these things right here. Because she's not being emotional. She's in there working, right? So yeah, like that's all I'm saying. Oh, Wild Tiger, what's going on? She said, I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle for this Valentina versus Taylor Santos. It's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight. Oh boy, James Perez said, I'm low key agreeing with the assessment of the GOAT. I told you I ain't doing all that. It's you. That's you. I'm not even going there, man. I'm just telling you what's real right now. What you heard from her is on point. Everybody, I think, has to agree with what she's saying. There's no reason anybody should be celebrating when they ain't won the fight yet. When you made weight, you ain't need to celebrate. You still got to go in there and fight. You still got to take your behind in the cage and perform and get the W, right? Do that, then you celebrate. That's what she does. When she done whooped you, then she's in there dancing because that's it. That's her letting all of that out because it's time to celebrate now. Everything paid off. And that's what and she said it herself. That's why I'm different. Right? She said, I'm different herself. She doesn't like to compare herself to anybody. So when I say she's different than the other one, can't get mad because it's obvious. I'm just going off of facts again. She's different. So when I say she's better than this champion or more consistent than this champion, it's not a feelings thing. It's not an emotional thing. It's just an obvious observation. And she agrees with it as well because she knows it. She don't want to be like anybody else. To not be like anybody else, you got to make it evident. Hey, show me that you better, right? You can't just chant, I'm the best, right? You just can't chant, I'm the best. You got to go in there and show it. Valentina is showing I'm the best. She's not in there telling herself that. She just knows everything I did is going to show you its actions. That's all. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, I might make that a soundbite. When I don't play an intro to a song, I'm gonna just play that one little minute of motivational speech right there. Let's hear it.
Action, it's full action. The job is not done yet. Once you are stepping into the octagon, once you're stepping out with your belt, this is a time to have fun.
And once more,
When you got the belt, that's when you have that fun. Exactly. Yeah, man, that's all it is. Wild Tiger said that fight is at what time? Will be no. Let's see, but I don't know what time. It's supposed to. Oh snap! What time is that fight? Let me pull up the card. Hold on. Lolita said you're going to do a fight companion for Valentina Santos. Maybe not. Cause I'm gonna be on a vacation. I might be off the channel for a whole week. I don't know that week. So I'm gonna watch the fight, but I don't know if I will yet because I might be off. Just taking a break from everything that week. It's June 2. Yeah, I probably watched the fight just in chill time. But yeah, I'm not sure if I will do one for Valentina and Santos. Yeah, because I'm gonna take me a little break. Let's see, Singapore still plays at 10 p.m. here. Yeah, the main card is still gonna be at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Starts at the early prelims start at 6 p.m. on June 11th. So yeah. Wild Tiger said, I can see Valentina winning the bantamweight belt too in the future. She could. Yeah, she could because she mentioned that as well. Let's see. Zama said he really wants Santos to win, but can't see it. Anyone who picks Santos, break it down. What is her path? I don't know. Like, fight companion tomorrow. Well, I do one tomorrow. I'm gonna be busy tomorrow. Probably won't be able to do one tomorrow. Hold on. What time does it start? It starts at 7. Yeah, the main card starts at 7. Yeah, I probably won't be able to do one for the fight tomorrow. Maybe I'll get on and talk about it if I catch it. But yeah, I probably won't. Lafayette says still I gotta still pick Santos, although losing a little confidence. If she pulls it off, I'll be, if she pulls it off, I'll be happy. Zama says you're wrong again. Never pick Santos. Won't pick Vieira either. It's different style to beat Shevchenko. We'll see. You never know what any of these fighters can do. I mean, again, I love Valentina's mindset on the game, and we never know who's low key thinking the same thing. Like, but what she's saying, is actually translated. Brian said, "What do you do for a living?" Can't tell you that. It takes odd. It's required odd hours. Odd hours. Long ones on certain days, but I get certain days off. And it takes a lot of what's the word? Concentration. Lolita said, "You're gonna watch the fight live." I'm probably I'm gonna be out. If they play it wherever I go, I'll catch it. But it's on my phone too, so I'll go out sometimes and I'll still pull out my phone and check out a fight. So I'm not doing a companion, but yeah, I can't get away from the fights. I still love watching them. So yeah, I could be doing something else in a crowd, and I'll pull out the phone to watch the fight. So I ain't gonna I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna probably watch it in my. I'm gonna be looking down watching it. I mean, I probably have to rewatch it, but yeah. Darby says Santos says she's going to take Valentina to the ground where she's weak and where she'll find success. Yeah, she gave it away. I mean, what do y'all think about that? Do y'all think she giving away the full game plan? Yeah, let's talk about that part too. Oh no, it's okay. Yeah, Brian, it's all right. Yeah. What was I watching the other day? I pulled out the phone. I was watching some Cage Fury on there because I was like, oh, I got the notifications. So I started watching. Wild Tiger says she got Vieira. I'm gonna go Holly. How you think Vieira is gonna do it? Wild Tiger. Wild Tiger says I still gotta do a talking chill with Holly versus Vieira. Okay, what time you doing that? Wild Tiger, you doing that tonight? Yeah, because this one should be interesting. I think, it should be a good fight. I see some blood in this fight, but I don't see anybody getting stopped. Okay, yeah, Wild Tiger says she's gonna do that on her channel tonight, so definitely check that out. Wild Tiger. Darby said Rose, Whaley, Nunes, and Cyborg are all falling while Valentina is still champion. Yeah, but Cyborg has risen back. I will say that she may haven't got the victory over the opponent that beat her, but she has risen back. She has came back. And let's see. Yeah, Rose is falling now, but she did recapture it at one point, but she followed the same pattern. She did get her two-time champion on. Wei Lee, we're still kind of what Wei Lee is going to be answered, in a couple weeks, right? We'll see where Wei Lee is with hers. Nunes, she's got a great chance to do it. She's still got a great chance to do it. But yeah, like I said, Chris, I think out of those four you named, Darby, I think Chris Cyborg is doing probably the best out of all of them, with a good contract sign, good business ventures, all of that. Let's see. How did you say you have her winning? I was looking. Ooh, BP just caught my eye there. Thoughts on Yasmin Rigue? Oh man, I'll be talking about her over here, man. I like her. I like her. Go back, look a couple of my videos. I did some videos. I did a spotlight video on her. Because I was telling everybody to watch out for Yasmin Rigue. That's a good strawweight you want to come up. They just signed her. She's fighting Estela Nunes. She won that Combate tournament a while back. I like her. Good combinations. She can finish you. Kind of got a Manny Pacquiao style with the hands, or like Joanna. She got good takedown defense. Still early for me to say like she's top 10. It all depends on how she runs through these fighters, but I think she's got what it takes to run through some of these low tier strawweights. Like I ain't gonna lie, she looks better than most of them to me. Like I'm not overhyping, but like Yasmin Rigue, off my eye test, she looks better than what we've seen some of the other new strawweights this time. But of course, I need to see her perform in there with Estela Nunes first. But yeah, I think she beats Estela too. Yeah, Marcus, he's another one that's high on her. Yeah, I've been watching her, man. That takedown defense is looking good. If she can develop it like Joanna's, you might see her go in there and blast out Andrade one day. I'm just saying, like, one day. All right, Lafayette said that heavyweight fight about to start. Hopefully it ain't sloppy, man. Hopefully somebody get knocked out. Oh, Ernest, what's your prediction for Viana Ricci? I'm gonna go with Ricci. Oh, that's what I was gonna talk about. Y'all notice how short their interviews are? Like, did y'all notice how short Poliana and Tabitha Ricci's interviews be? I mean, this ain't the first time, but like, they really don't give these fighters a lot of airtime. Like, they really don't have questions to ask these ladies. And you would think they would ask. You would think they'd be trying to keep Poliana Viana and Tabitha Ricci there. I mean, the way the comments be blowing up on how they look, it's like they would want to try to keep them there for like a 20-minute interview. But that's why I posted that up, because Tabitha Ricci only had 3 minutes. Oh, Robert Henry, what's going on? He said, I heard rumors of GDR retiring. No, not until she gives Cyborg that fight. She over. That ain't ever gonna happen. I don't think that fight ever happened. Robert Henry said, Rose fans that never think before they speak. Forget Carla. She ain't special. Rose a 2-time champ. Get Carla say that. Yeah, Carla 2-time too. Brian Williams said Valentina's been fighting sub-elite fighters at 125. exception Andrade and Joanna, the fact that Kagan still beating contenders shows the actual level of the division. The new blood will push her. Yeah, that's what I've been talking about. And I know BJ been talking about these flyweights on the come up. Santos, Manon, Blanchfield. I think there's some of the more well-rounded ones with kill switches. You know, you're gonna see Arujo still kind of in the mix. Yeah, she's still in the mix. She could give a lot of fighters problems, but you know those fighters like Andrea Lee, Joanne Wood, kind of on the way out. I think a lot of them newcomers can beat Misha Tate and Lauren Murphy at some point. You know, why they have Teresa Bleda at 125? I thought she was a bantamweight. Like Marcus, what do you think about that? Like the contender series has Bleda fighting at 125. I thought she was supposed to be at 135. Am I wrong? I thought she was. Yeah, hit the like button. Got 25 y'all in here, you know. And we almost there. Got like 20 likes for 25. We'll go for 25 or 25. Ulysses, what's up? He said ready for some fights. Yep. Yep. Yeah, man, but I'm like, they really don't give these ladies a lot of airtime. Look at this Tabitha Ricci interview. 3 minutes. I mean, even she was surprised. She was like, that's it? And she like it's kind of sad. Hold up. And they don't really be answering too many good questions.
After my crazy debut and the exciting to fight with Maria to try to get my first win in the UFC, and now I have this great opportunity fighting with someone super experienced in being the UFC forever for a long time. So I'm feeling no pressure. I'm feeling calm.
Does all of this kind of start to feel normal to you now?
Yes.
Hold on, let me pause this.
Yeah.
Ulysses said, what have you been talking about? Been talking about GDR and Sarah McMann going at it. Holly Holm doing the boxing thing, maybe. And your picks. I already gave my picks the other day. I'm not picking it with Hughes and Elise Reed. I want to just watch that fight. I'm going to pick Ricci and Holm. Darby said, what do you think of the strawweight Hurrige who the UFC just signed? BP just asked me about that. I'm high on that. Yeah, you must just came in because yeah, we were just talking about that. Yeah, I like her. I've been talking about it over here. Like I said, I got good things to say about her. You know, that's all. Good fighter. You know, good stand up game. Good takedown defense. She's fast, young. I think she beats Estela Nunez. All right, Zama's got Reed, Ricci, Holm. And Cole said Ronda Rousey always be the queen. I mean, yeah, a lot of people, you know, see her as that one that got them into the sport, the WMMA. So yeah, um, she was in a very impactful fighter. Oh, Ulysses said, wait, what happened with McMann and GDR? I'm gonna do a video on it. I'm gonna do a short video on it. Actually, I recorded it. So just for you, Ulysses, I'm gonna put it out tomorrow. I'll put it out tomorrow, and you'll see. Like they were talking about, they were going back and forth, man. Like Sarah McMann said she retired. Said GDR retired. She said you need to stop the BS. If you want to fight me, fight me. They just been going at it. Derek Bailey, what's going on? Ulysses said he got Vieira Ricci, and Reed. Everybody high on, yeah, we be high on some Ricci. I ain't gonna lie, she's a good fighter. Brian Williams said only this lady interviewer actually did some research. These dudes don't know these lower tier female fighters. Yeah, and I think that contributes to why they only have 3-minute interviews, which is sorry. Like you can't say they're all the fans of the men. They for some reason they do research on every man, but they won't do equal research to give the some of these other interviews. Look, they 10, 13 minutes, 8 minutes. Get them in, but 3 minutes, like comments is simping over. You know what I mean? Like comments, they don't even know nothing about her. They just simping over. But take the time to find out who she is. And that's just another situation. Yeah, like we were talking about the other day. Like, yeah, Instagram followers ain't gonna translate to pay-per-view sales for women. Never. Because the Instagram followers are just the simps that are trying to look at what she looks like, right? But if you look at the comment section, nobody's really asking about her fighting style. Nobody's asking about how good she is. I'll tell you how good she is, but nobody else is going to tell you that. If you look at the comments right now, oh boy. If you look at the comments on Tabitha Ricci in this interview, there ain't nothing there talking about her fighting style. So all of these people here quadruple that to her Instagram followers. Those are guys that just want to follow and look at her. Nobody there's going to be support for actually trying to get the ladies to a main card or main event for permanently, Brian says he's picking her because she has something to loopy ass. Yeah, she's a good, scrappy girl that gets in there. Like I said, she did get off on Manon with some good shots for a small fighter. And she took her chances. So I was like, yeah, she's kind of like E-Boss, not afraid. Yeah, Raw Tiger said respect to Ronda for all that she did. She put WMMA on the map. She said, Kayla, she's canceled. She canceled Kayla Harris. Right. Colostrum. He said, Colostrum, Colostrum, he a fan. So I know he definitely a fan of Kayla. So you gotta take it up with him. Cole said, Cyborg said that the Ronda's judo skills are better than Kayla Harrison's. Wow. Yeah, Ulysses, I saw that. Like everybody's talking about her tattoo, and I mean, she set it up though. I mean, she set it up nicely. She said, "I'm gonna rock this jacket open, and I'm gonna have it open, show you a little tattoo, show you a little something else." So Viana's her game plan of what she wanted to get across was working. Yeah, okay, she got about a 6-minute interview. Yeah, the men more like, of course, Dos Santos, he got 20. Holly got 24 minutes. Santiago, he got 12. Anders, he got 13. Almeida, he got 14. So always in that range, which is good for me to, you got to get it in, get it out. But I mean, 3 minutes. I was like, y'all ain't have nothing for her? No research? Like,
I need my online degree.
Like, would she fight at flyweight again? Why she took the fight at flyweight? Like, wasn't there offer for her to fight at strawweight instead? Or did she just say, I want to fight to get in?
Oh, for sure, 100%.
Like, who is she? Who's her striking coach now? I want to know that.
Are the fans expecting to see Baby Shark show off her hands a little bit more?
Oh, 100%. I'm ready to put some blood there.
Look at the end of this. She's like, what? No more questions? She's like, what? Yeah, she looked disappointed that nobody had any more questions for her. I'll put the interview right here if y'all want to check it out. MJ said, do you guys know that the UFC cuts, though Santos are cutting everyone now? Wow. Yeah, they're gonna start cutting some fighters, I think. It's that time of year, right? Is it that quarterly cut? It's about the end of the third round. GDR's here is always a mess. Yeah, she's always she be going at it, man. Okay, y'all. So dang man, he got cut. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, so I think, I'm hoping Brian Williams said even with the cleavage, Ricci still look like fire comparatively. Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah, she definitely looked much more natural. I mean, yeah. You definitely knew that Poliana Viana had a mission. And I think she accomplished that mission, whatever it was. But yeah, I think Ricci definitely had more of a natural look to her. But yeah, anyways, that I think moving forward, I think it's just always gonna come down to the interviewers and the media. They're not really gonna be, it's all gonna come down to the research they did. And I don't think, like you said, they're not really gonna take the time out to know some of the lower level fighters. Just gonna say, oh, we gotta get these out fighters out the way. Let's go ahead and get to the main ones, the juicy ones. Like the main women they will talk to. Like I said, Holly, she'll get a long one. But the rest, they won't get long interviews like that. MJ said they think that would cut Angela Hill. I don't know though. I mean, I really don't know because it really comes down to, I think with Angela Hill, I think she's much in a better standing place, and she doesn't take a lot of damage. Like there's really no health scare with her as a fighter. I don't think. To where you can say, "Oh man, this girl's getting beat down." Like, she comes up short, but she's a victim of a lot of close fights, or close split decision losses. Lolita said, "I don't think Hill will be cut." Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, well, I'll tell you, said you like Hill. I do too, man. I just want to see some more improvements from her. Like, I really want to see her step out of the regular striking, and I want to see her throw better punches. Like, I want to see her start winning some decisive decisions over some top fighters, man. Exposing times, what's up? He said Hill's still ranked. She probably won't get cut. Is there like a list of the cuts this year? Like, since they cut everybody, like, what is that they do? They do like a yearly, that one quarterly cut, or it's like the second quarter cut or something like that. Because I used to do a couple videos on that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, if Angela Hill start, racking them up now, if she start racking up losses to like I think it's gonna be like a level thing with Angela Hill. Like Randa Marcos, they cut her when she started losing at each level. Like they tested Randa Marcos on each level. Like when you start to lose to each level as you get knocked down, that's when they cut you. Like Randa, let me see. Randa went on a 4-fight losing streak, level by level, right? Okay, Randa lost to Claudia Gadelia. She beat Ashley Yoder. All right. Then she lost to Ebos. When she lost to Ebos, okay, that was an up and coming level. She couldn't beat her. She beat Mackenzie Dern. Well, no. She lost to Mackenzie Dern. Okay. That's 2 in a row. She couldn't beat that level. All right. Kanaka Murata just came into the UFC. She couldn't beat that level. Okay. So they, one more time, Luana Pinheiro couldn't beat that level. And you know, that fight was a disqualification. So I kind of passed that off. But still, it's just kind of how they set it up. But she got a win over Liviana Rasuza. And that's where they kind of threw the twist in there. Like Randa Marcos actually ended her 4-fight losing streak. And they still cut her. So nobody's ever they didn't want to re-sign her. You know, nobody's ever really like safe. When they look at your records, they say, this person's got this many wins, this many losses. Yeah, exposing time. Yeah, they let her fight her contract out. Yeah, but they won't take you back. But I still think Angela Hill's a little bit different than even though she's got a win over Angela Hill. I still think Angela Hill's a little bit different. Like, I think she's much better into the UFC, you know, like somebody else said, politically too. You know, she's got ties there. She's an analyst. She's kind of got a fun personality. Darby said he thinks she overrated. He won't miss her. Stray said Hill don't have the kill switch. She wouldn't have all those bad decisions if she did. Exactly. And that's where I step in as the analyst myself, right? She's an analyst, but when I step in as an analyst, I'm like, if she wants to stay and she wants to stop being on the bad end of decisions, she needs to start finishing fights. She needs to start putting some power on them punches. She needs to start going in there and landing some Caitlin Kagan flurries and moving. She needs to work. Yeah, Donovan. Yeah, she's an analyst for him. Mm-hmm. So she might do a few more years, but as the fights, like I said, as they progress, she will get cut, like digress, whatever the word, regress. Then when she keeps falling, then they'll eventually say, well, you can still be on as a commentator. Lolita said, who is the SW redhead that called out Cyborg? Strawweight called out? Somebody called Cyborg out. Let me see. A strawweight? Straight said Cabo gets a Cynthia Rock. I actually got a couple of her movies saved on my Prime list. I might watch them tonight. What is that one movie? I was watching one of her movies just like 2 weeks ago. Y'all gonna start making me do fight movie recommendations or just karate movie recommendations. The older I got, I started appreciating them more. Quiet Storm got fight game, but her main issue has been mindset. Yeah, and IQ. Yeah, Brian Williams, China O'Brien, man. Yeah, I think, Hills just doesn't have enough volume, man. Like, she just don't throw enough volume. And with the intensity of her punches, she should have more volume because she doesn't really commit to hard punches. Like, she needs to go in there and take the Joanna book page or, like I said, Caitlin page. Either one of them pages would be good for her. Yeah, Running Ring said no retreat, no surrender. Yeah, all of these movies, Wild Tiger said, I forgot it. Yeah, Azaroff is fighting Cynthia Calvillo at 125. So I don't know why she's ranked still. Not Lady, was it Lady Dragon? It's the one where she was paired up with somebody, another girl. I wasn't Lady Dragon. It was another one. Because I just clicked on it because I saw her and I was like, yeah, I'm going to watch this. Hold on. I'm going to go back down the list here. I think it was called Eye for an Eye, or was it? I think it was Rage and Honor. I think it was Rage and Honor, or yeah, that was one of them in Honor of Glory. Yeah, Calvillo. I don't know. I thought she was supposed to go down to 115, man, but she's supposed to go down to 115, but now she's at 125 again. Her and Nina. And yeah, I want Tatiana to come back. I do. Tatiana versus Andrea Lee. BJ listening. I know BJ said Jennifer Maya, but I think Andrea Lee would be a better fight. You know, I know she wanted Andrea Lee last year when she was supposed to come back. So let's go back on that. Let's go ahead and get Suarez, get in there and see if she can ragdoll Lee. Knock her down, take her spot. Take Andrea Lee's spot. Knock her down in rankings. Yeah. I think it's better because Jennifer Maya is still a big threat. And she's like number 8. That's still a big hop for her, I think. So, let's give her somebody that, she goes in there and can handle. And it will kind of give her a test, but we know she can, get her feet wet again. What? You said I hate? You said stop trying to get her hurt? I would never do that, Colton. Because obviously you don't like Lee. I never said such a thing. Never said that. Exposing times at Tatiana versus Lauren Murphy, Maya, or Vivi. Vivi's not bad. Lauren Murphy, only Lauren Murphy if she was to lose to Tate. But yeah, not Maya yet. I think I don't know. I hold off on Maya fight. Like that would be like second fight. I remember she called out Lee like last year. I think that would be a good one. Tatiana will dominate both flyweight and strawweight. That's I don't know. Maybe flyweight now. I mean, she would have done strawweight some damage. Like none of those fighters would have been able to hang with her back then. Suarez, her hardest fights probably would have been just Joanna to me, because I think she would have beat Andrade. She would have beat Whaley. She would have beat Rose. She would have beat all of them. She probably would have defended her belt by beating Tisha. She would take down Marina. I know people think I'm making it overhyped, but no, I thought she was that good when she was at 115. Like she was that tough. The one tough one though, I think would have been Joanna, just style wise. Even Andrade maybe could have been problems, but I think eventually she could have beat Andrade. But now that she's at flyweight, I think there's going to be a nice balance of some competitive fights here. Exposing times, I feel like Dern and Ebos are interesting style matchups. Yeah, I think Dern would be kind of dangerous. Dern has been developing her hands over the past few years now. Plus, her jiu-jitsu on the ground, she flows like water. Let's not lie. I know exposing times. I know you've been watching her, Mackenzie Dern, right? Like when she's on the ground, she's not. This is her realm. So whatever Tatiana offers in position, and Dern will come up with something. So taking Dern to the ground would be very much a gamble. Like Mackenzie Dern's more dangerous than Andrade, I think, for Suarez. That's one thing I'll say. Like people will disagree. Two styles that Tatiana would have trouble with, I think, are Joanna and Mackenzie Dern. Other than that, like anybody with like a Carla style or just small, I think Tatiana can handle them. But dangerous styles, dangerous on the feet, Joanna, dangerous on the ground, Dern. Those are two styles I think would be trouble for Suarez. Let's see. Renarini said, "I don't know. I don't know now that I think about it. She wouldn't beat Joanna or Whaley. She's not beating Manon either. Yeah, Manon is still a monster at 125. Manon, when you talk threats at 125 for Suarez, I think Manon would be a good. That would be the one to. I'm sorry, I'm. I don't know. I don't know. All right, Colostrum said Dern's jiu-jitsu won't work on Tatiana. I don't know, man. I don't know. I have to see it. She's very, very good, man. Like on the ground, and she's strong too. Because that's the one time she wouldn't have to worry about taking somebody down. Suarez would take her down, and I think her game plan would be to go in there and say, "Let her take me down. I'm gonna get on my back, get this guard up, try to pull off a quick arm bar, shut it down quick." Because believe me, when Dern hits the mat, her mind is already on submission. Like, who was it? Randa? Did Randa take her down, or did she take Randa down? As soon as Randa made that mistake, she got her. Same thing with Hannah Cyphers. Like Hannah Cyphers like stayed in that realm when Mackenzie Dern was down and she grabbed the heel just like that. So the minute Suarez tries to take Dern down, which she knows is going to happen, her mind is going to say, we're going to set this guard up. We're going to set it up for whatever, and it's coming. That's how quick she is with her jiu-jitsu. Like, that's what separates her from a lot of different fighters, man. On the ground, so, practitioners on the ground. Darby said, if Tatiana can't get you down, she's in trouble. She's got limited striking. Robert Henry said, I know I've been going in and out, but lately I'm about to take that long extended WMMA break for real this time. Dang, he taking a long one? Shoot, you already taking a long one, man. Yeah, you really been in and out, but I mean, yeah, you really taking a long one now. Dang. I have to get, well, if you go on now, I can't get you on next week or anything. So, high five, what's going on? Colostrum says she's got next level wrestling. Let's see, exposing Tatiana. I think Tatiana can win if she keep distance and strike and wait until the end of the rounds to shoot for takedowns. Oh, yo, gotta slow down here. I was trying to look at this part. I think Darren's wild striking would just serve up the takedown for Tatiana. Yeah, it would, but yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Like, that's what she would expect. Like, when takedown comes, she's gonna be ready. She'll be ready. Runnerini said, "What about Tatiana versus Marina Rodriguez?" Marina's hands could be problems, but she gets taken down easy, though, and I think her wrestling would play in favor to out muscle. Like, I think Tatiana would be like a bigger Carla, and where Carla couldn't succeed, I think Tatiana would do more damage and dominate. Because I think she'd be a bigger version of Carla on Marina, and she'd be able to win. Colostrum said she had a neck injury when she fought Nina and still won. Yeah, neck injury, fingers or something in that fight. But yeah, she kept coming. Marcus said, I want to see how much longer Tatiana's aggressive wrestling style will work on these fighters. That's another thing, too, man. Like, when you have a certain style that takes a toll on your body, when you have athletic styles or very, very, rough, rugged styles, they they take toes and body. It's like it's only a matter of time. The countdown is like, where are we going? Where are we going? Or when's it gonna go? How long can we do this? Right? You gotta have that backup style. So hopefully Tatiana, she's coming a more technical style with wrestling. Because you can't really muscle and break through these big girls like that. So that's really gonna take a toll. Neck, knees, wrists, all of that. Brian Williams said, you talking about the third round? I remember that. I think that was just kind of like it was kind of like a lucky shot though. And you got to remember her neck was hurt towards the end of that fight. So, nah, Brian, I remember that. I remember the exact night I watched that fight and I saw that moment. But you know what? I wasn't scared because I knew Tatiana was still going to pull it off. You talking about the third round, right, Brian? I remember that. I5 said, man, Amber Land said you made a statement that Whaley should be in top 10 in both the 8 calls. Wow, never said that. Where'd you see that at? Wow, look what High Five just said. This person said, Amber said Whaley should be top 10 and both of you hate Carla. Wow. That means you're doing something whenever somebody starts bringing your name up. Where do they bring my name up and Addict's name up about this? When did we ever say that? Oh, I don't think you needed to delete that, Robert Henry. That was something talking about this person here. Yeah, I think he was talking about this person here, Robert Henry. Yeah, you have to delete that one. Look at this. What is this? Look at this person talking about. I said this. Let me see. High five. Where'd that message go? Hold on. Oh, High five said Amber commented on Helwani's interview with Joanna. Let me go look. Oh boy. Cole said, "Who cares?" It's bringing my name up. I mean, I don't care. I just think it's funny. You know what I mean? Come on. I said that. What? Come on. Like I'm not even gonna say I didn't say that because I never said that. Why would I say Whaley is what? What was it? Where's the what was the comment? I mean, I'm enjoying people bringing my name up now. Let's see, where'd it go? I said Whaley shouldn't be top 10, and I hate Carla. Wow. Yeah, Loli. I don't. Yeah, you know me. I don't care. I'm just saying, like, I think it's kind of funny. Oh, people saw that? Yeah, because it's like Ulysses said he read that. Yeah, because it's like where would I ever say Whaley is overrated and Carla? Like, I picked Carla to beat Rose. I picked Whaley to beat Rose too, but that didn't happen. But still, like, she's top 10. Wow, that's weird. Funny but weird. And she picked two people out. I said it, and she said Addict said it. So must be talking about two people who blocked her. Right? I guess he's mad because maybe he did. I'm not sure. Maybe he blocked her, and I know I did. So, but anyways, yeah, like I'm not gonna go on that. Like I don't even, like I said, I don't be blocking people like that unless you just talking nuts. And I'm just saying, I blocked you and you still talking about me? Wow. Where was I though? Yeah, we're just talking Tatiana though. Tatiana. Tatiana is a potential threat for 125. I just need to see her in there with a good name, a couple good names, and then we'll get right back on path. I want Andrea Lee, and then maybe Jennifer Maya. You know. So yeah, yeah, man. Let me see what else we got going here. Lafayette said, "I think so too. Not impressed with O'Neal." Yeah, Tatiana's, because you got to remember Tatiana, outside of the injuries, she had the full package. Uh, Cole says, stop with Andrea Lee. Come on, man. I know you do. Hey, look, Cole, you lucky I'm just saying that. I mean, you lucky I ain't one of them people that's going to be in the feelings about her calling her names. Like, I'm just saying. I'm just saying it's all good. I know you like. I mean, everybody can like who they like over here. Like I said, man, I'm not. It's cool. It's cool. BJ Lee likes. Well, I don't dislike Casey O'Neill, but DJ thinks Casey O'Neill is gonna be here, but really Minone is gonna be here, right? Zaman doesn't like Miranda Maverick, but I'd be like, hey, he gonna keep on, but I'm gonna just keep coming back at him. Zaman, he be trying to go in on Miranda. But I'm like, shout out to Miranda. Miranda's a good fighter. I'm gonna argue with him. I'm gonna argue with him on that all day. Lolita said, you ever seen that YouTube video about Honey Badger Don't Care? That is what it kind of reminds me of. I do like honey badgers though. The animal, yeah. Brian Williams said, it's fake news because that exactly. That's the best way to put it. Like, I don't hate her, but I mean, when you put our names together like that for a comment like that, then it's false news. Thank you, Brian. That's the best way to put it. Exposing times, I think Maya's overrated from that one round. I think she'd be fine for Tatiana's return. Chikagan was able to out wrestle her. That's true. That's true. Yeah. Like I've already been one on my channel to kind of put that to rest that Jennifer Maya gave Valentina a tough fight. I don't think she did. I think she just was much more. I think Robert Henry said it before. Like she's one of the more durable ones. Like she was durable, like much more durable than like Lauren Murphy and them. That's why she lasted. But she wasn't like giving Valentina hell or nothing like that. Maya was just in it and she was able to withstand whatever came, but she was never really winning. She won one round. And then, Chikagan. I picked Chikagan to beat her both times. I actually was a little bit more confident the second time because I was like, I don't think Maya's going to step out of the box with Chikagan. So, yeah, I think maybe with them arguments, Tatiana might not be a bad idea. Because even Jessica I was giving her problems. Colton said, who wins with Minone and Chikagan? I'm going to go with Chikagan. No. I'm going with Minone. Sorry. I'm going with Minone. Don't nobody cut that. Don't nobody try to cut that. I'm going with Minone. See, somebody might take that and twist it. They're going to go somewhere and say, oh, he said Chikagan's. They're going to go to another channel now and say, oh, he said Minone's going to get beat by Chikagan. No, I'm going to go with Minone in that fight. I think Minone has the tools to get it done. Colton said he got it saved already. No, Minone's got this one. maybe like a stoppage on the ground or stoppage via, brutal body work. Take a page out of what what's her name? Ebos was able to do. Ebos was y'all know Ebos was game, man, for a little straw weight. She came in there taking Chikagan down with head and arm tosses, right? The first takedown that she took on Caitlyn, I was like, oh boy. I was like, Caitlyn's about to get submitted. Manon, yep. Manon puts her to sleep. Dang, I guess he put her to sleep. High Five said, does anyone have any clue why Rose offers herself helping Joanna for the rematch with Whaley? I say Rose really hates Whaley. She is willing to lick her own spit to stop Whaley from getting the belt. Yeah, kind of. That's why I asked that question the other day, man. I just kind of find that weird because, like, Whaley's kind of been the neutral one out of everything, like, not to get into it on this video too much, but like I said, I think Whaley's the more neutral one. To me, I thought Joanna's taking more disrespectful shots at Rose, and now Rose wants to help her. I'm like, somebody that talked about mental health and said some disrespectful things, even about, like, I remember she said on that, was it Joe Rogan show, something about Joanna saying something to the effect of like she was going to send her to heaven. I was like, wow. I know it's trash talk, but they really seemed like they were going at it. Whaley's always been like the neutral one, but I don't know. Cole said Chikagan's underrated on the ground. Yeah, I think she has a good guard. I think she has good working guard. I think she can survive on her back, kind of like Marina. But I think Manon, I think she has the right type of style and strength. Yeah, Runarini, Ebos did good with them takedowns. I was impressed. I didn't think it was ever going to come to that, but it did. Robert Henry said, I think Valentina would finish Maya second time around. That was the Bullet's first fight off injury. She'll likely crush it. I think so too, man, because like in that fourth round, I said this in another video as well. Like in the fourth and fifth round, the way she was catching Maya, I was like, she probably could finish her. My five say think it's a popularity thing. Could be. You know how it go. I ain't the only one though. You remember growing up. I know how people are so sensitive now, but you know how girls can be. Like, y'all might take that the wrong way, but look, that saying. Look, I'm a little older, so y'all gotta respect that. The era I grew up in. But even there was a movie about it, right? Mean Girls, right? Mean Girls have their little clubs and their cliques, and they can be hard. They can be harsh sometimes. Like, for some reason, people have to be careful what they say, but it's true. There's a difference between men and women, and that's just the way it is. But like, you have mean girl cliques even when you get older. You know how they do to other women. Gang up on one. Cole said Maya's falling off. I think her focus ain't there like it used to be, man. Like, she has some good tools. Like, she's got more power than Chikagan. She has got good boxing, pretty good movement. She's got good jiu-jitsu, good strength. But I just, the focus ain't really there like it should have been. So, Colton, who do you think Andrea Lee should fight next, coming off the loss to Arujo? Just curious. Oh, let's see. Undefeated bets. What's going on? He said he hedging all. I'm hedging all of my bets with Caitlin Vieira. Putting your bet on her. Yeah, I'm not betting or anything, but I'm just going with Holly. He said Caitlin's an underdog once more. Guess who she was an underdog against? Oh, she was an underdog against Misha Tate, right? No, Sarah McMann. Yeah, Sarah McMann. Sarah McMann. That's right. And she stopped her, right? I was just talking about that earlier. Yeah. Yeah, you might get something off this one because what's the odds on that? Runner said they all stick together. Gabriella think Rose says she wants help Joanna because of trash talk. Oh, that's why. Hmm. Exposing Time said Maya just doesn't have the best fight IQ. Yeah, that's what it comes down to with her, I think. Robert Harry said Val had finally shook up Maya with the strikes, the fifth round. Yeah, like second round. I mean, the fourth round, the fifth round, she was really shaking her up. So I was like, remember in that fifth round, like Valentina looked kind of pissed too. Like she started throwing harder strikes. Like she was really trying to finish her. I don't know if you better say Sarah McMann would defeat Holly Holm. How do you think she'd do it? Think it'd be on the ground? Strictly, you think her wrestling would be good enough? Okay, Colton said Andrea Lee versus Casey O'Neill. Uh-oh. That's a fight BJ would like. Oh, you're talking about Lafayette crazy. The white girl summer. Colton, she can fight Macy Barber too. Yeah, Macy Barber, that'd be a good fight. Macy Barber's been developing nicely, taking her time now, getting back into more of a realistic mind. Undefeated Best said Andrea Lee needs to stop training in her garage. Dang. Yeah, Mean Girls, you can't sit with us. That's what it's like. If I think exposed size, I think if Ketlin doesn't brawl and focuses on grappling and takedown, she wins. Yeah, her grappling, as long as she's not put on her back by Holly, because Holly's been working on her wrestling, she should be okay. But if it goes the other way around where she initiates it, she should be good. But I think Ketlin, sometimes even like with Sarge, when she draws herself into like brawls, that's not good for her. I think she has slow hands. She's got heavy hands with slow hands. Robert Henson, you're gonna be on Sunday. I can do Sunday, if only for like 20 minutes or so. Yeah, sure. I'll probably be on Sunday. Like same time, like 7:30 maybe. Thoughts on fights, open link show. Yeah, you gotta stop marginalizing training. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Kettlin's footwork kind of slow. It's not the best. Like she's got to learn how to stalk more. Like if she wants to brawl and put heavy hands on somebody, it's not the best. We know Holly's is good. What is this link here? Okay, I'm gonna watch that a little later, Lolita. I just pulled it up on my phone. They said those honey badgers have like a strong smell to them. Brian Williams said that's the fight. He said Macy versus KGB Lee. Great call. Actually, that was Colton said that. Didn't Colton, you said that, right? Yeah, he said she could fight Macy Barber too. So I just said, yeah, that's a good one. Somebody that brings the fight out of her said, yeah, I like that one. Brian Williams, I guess it's just me and you, Colton, who like KCP as a fighter. Look, as a fighter, I have no issue, but like I said, that's not one I want to hang around with. That doesn't, you know, you don't have to see eye to eye with me politically on anything. But if you don't like me, respect me, I don't really want to be around that type of person. If you're not the guy I'm fighting, yeah, I'll watch you. Like as a fighter, she can fight. Andrew Lee will fight, yeah. But uh, as a person, I don't know. I'm just being real. Like there's a lot of people I like watching fight. Like Kobe Covington, I don't think he's somebody I'd want to hang out with. I don't like his attitude and stuff. But when he's in there fighting, I watch him. Whether he beating somebody up or he getting his own behind whooped, I watch him. But yeah, like Andrew Lee, I mean, I give her credit for fighting and everything, but that's a different, just a different thing we talking about outside of the octagon. So Holly hasn't had her takedown defense tested in a while. Yeah, because Irene didn't really take her down, and now it's been 2 years. So yeah. And Meryl said Ketlin's very slow and sloppy. She'll gas herself out. She didn't really show that takedown defense too. Not that killer instinct either against what's her name? Misha Tate. Robert Hicks, I got some noodles that I've been holding on to that I'm about to have some ground beef. Sounds good. I'm about to go eat something here in a minute. Yeah, I'm on until like 11 this time because I came on a little later, but we're probably gonna wrap it up another 15 minutes here. Undefeated said JJ will not win. Whaley is developed into title contention again. Marketing size skills pay the bills. JJ hasn't sharpened a tool in a while. Does spit a great game behind interviews and all press. I'm curious, man. Like, what is she gonna bring? Like, what do y'all think? Not Holly. What is Whaley gonna bring to the table though? Like, what kind of new? Is she gonna be able to wrestle Joanna? Really outstrike her this time? Like I said, I don't think so. Both fighters, Holly sharp. Pena won't hit her the way she does Nunes. All right, BJ said I got a couple. I got my eyes on a couple from Tough. Who you looking at? I know BJ probably looking at Caitlin Neal, right? Caitlin Neal, Ulysses. I think she's got a good size for the division flyweight. I was surprised though, that she was. Well, I wasn't surprised she was able to outmuscle and outstring Helen Peralta. Helen Peralta is not really a flyweight to me. I mean, y'all can agree or disagree, but I mean, I just don't think Helen Peralta is like a flyweight, and they're only going to get bigger. I think Kaylee Young has the size and the athleticism, but we'll see. She's kind of big like Jasmine, Jazzy Vicious, but two different styles. I still need to see a little bit more. I need to see her next fight. Ulysses, like, she did well in the clinch. She came back with some good hits, but I need to see a little bit more. Maybe just like in a whole fight, like some of her older fights. I need to go back and look and compare it to what she was doing on Tough House. MJ said do a live commentary tomorrow. Probably not. I don't think I will. Chantel Coates, though, man, I hope she can cut that weight, though, man. I think she was walking around like 154 in the house. Let me see. Juliana Miller and Clara Lopez, they fought before in Invictus, so they might try to set them up to fight again. Yeah, who do you got, BJ? Like, who are your two fighters you looking at in the tough house? If you're talking about the flyweights, I think Brogan got a knee injury during the doggone filming. Yeah, Claire Guthrie. Yeah, she's a pretty. I think she's somebody that's pretty well rounded, or working towards well rounded. Seen her in Invicta. She works with Miranda and different fighters, higher level fighters. I feel that Holly got that old woman stream. Yeah, Claire Guthrie, I can see that one. I was looking at Helen Peralta, we'll see. I'm still miles on Chantel Coates and Brogan, and they're about to fight. Okay, High Five said people see Whaley's losses, but not her improvement in every area she needs to accomplish. That's why some are on Joanna's side now. I can't say I'm fully on Joanna's side about winning this fight easy, because she's been out for a minute too, and Whaley, you still got to remember she's got a quick style about her. She's still a quick hitter. She can still get in and get out and get off some good shots. So, Whaley still got a fire in her. I think that first fight took a lot out of both of them, but I think she'll be much more prepared for a chess match. Like, if anything, I think you'll see more changes on Whaley's side, honestly. Hopefully good changes, hopefully improvements. Whereas Joanna, we don't really see like a big change from a lot of her fights. Maybe some subtle change, but you don't really see like a huge difference in Joanna's fights. Exposed time said people forget that Nunes had Pena back. If Pena gives her back again in the rematch, she could probably get choked out. Yeah. A lot of the shots that Nunes were landing in the first round, they were doing some damage too on Pena. Oh, and Neal. Okay, he's looking at Caitlin Neal and Claire Guthrie. Dang, BJ said Joanna will stop Whaley this time. Really? Think she gonna come in there off a 2-year layoff and go in there and stop Whaley in 3 rounds? As long as Whaley avoids head kicks and she can adjust and doesn't stay on the outside and fight behind Joanna, it should be all right. It should be a good fight. I don't think she'll stop her. When was the last time Joanna stopped somebody? She can win her on point against on points, yeah, for sure. But do you think Whaley's chin won't hold up? I think it will. Who's the last person you want to stop? It was Jessica Panay, yeah. Jessica Panay, yeah. She stopped Jessica Panay 7 years ago. She stopped 2 people that year, Panay and Esparza. She'll beat you up now. You'll know you've been in a fight with her. you know you will be in a fight. Like that's the difference between her hands and Chikagan's. Like they're a little bit more snappy and spicy, but they're they're just enough to like put some damage on you, but they're not gonna knock you out. Gabriella said, "How do you feel about Taylor Santos moving up?" Um, I'm not really sure about her moving up yet. I want to see what she can do, what she can do at flyweight, what she does at flyweight. Like I want to see what type of performance she can put on Valentina. I think that'll kind of tell us, like, if she can go in there and use her power and even her physical strength. Like if her physical strength looks like off the charts for flyweight, and her dominance was to carry in this fight with Valentina, then maybe I would say, okay, she can move up. I mean, physically, she looks like she can move up the bantamweight. But as far as technical skills, Gabriella, I think I need to see a little bit more here what she can do at 125, and then say, okay, no, she's too good, she's too strong. Let's move up to 135. But yeah, size wise, she could do it. You know, like Myra Buena Silva, she did because she's big. But when it comes down to like actual technical skill, she's gonna need some good skills to hold off those bigger fighters. Kind of like Chikagan. Chikagan, she's got, she's been in 135 before, but she's long, tall, but she could go back because of her style. Like I think Santos will have to make sure her style is compatible uh, with her frame and could work for her. Brian Williams said Pena has shown her defensive grappling as suspect. Let's see. BJ says, side note, Ricci looked like a golden Egyptian goddess at media day. Wow. If I haven't heard the biggest simp today, I think that's the biggest simp comment today, right? I'm going to leave that right there. I'm not highlighting it. Yeah, I'm going to pin that comment. Look, don't make me pin that comment. Listen to this guy right here. He said she looked like a golden Egyptian goddess. Oh my goodness. BJ. BJ got simped out just for a few seconds, right? Ricci done TKO BJ by simp tactics. Unanswered simp tactics. TKO by unanswered simp blows. Yeah, we can put it that way. Unanswered TK. Yeah. Oh man, we just leave that right there. High five say Joanna landed her toe to Whaley's jaw, but Whaley stunned Joanna a few times. So why would some people believe Joanna can stop her? Who had Joanna stopped before? Yeah, she hadn't stopped anybody. I mean, in 7 years. I mean, Panay, of course, the nose was gone. The nose was there to be hit. Carla, tiny. But she couldn't even stop Michelle Waterson. So I don't see her stopping Wei Lee. MMA said the only problem for Pena is Holly's movement. Pena will figure it out, has 5 rounds to do so, and Pena won't respect Holly's power too much like she did with Nunes. She'll go for it. But, Holly's power can be kind of tricky, though. Like her elbows and her straight left hand. I think Nunes can be a little bit more telegraphed. Like Pena saw a lot of that coming, but Holly being a boxer, I think she'll stun Pena a couple times, Colton said, why Tabitha over Pollyanna? For me, I think she's working towards more being a complete fighter. I think she's a little bit more scrappy. And I think she The ground might be a little interesting. I think her striking might be more of a problem on the inside. Like when she presses the fight, I think her shots tend to look a little bit better. Yeah, I'm picking Tabitha. I think she's becoming more well rounded. And I'm not picking her like BJ Cole. I'm picking her for those reasons. I'm not basing it off anything else. Because if that was the case, because I said Manon was gonna mask her, and she did. Ricci said, Zaman said Ricci's a positional grappler at wrestling. Vivian has zero takedown defense or bust fighter. Sub or bust. And she's only subbed like the lower level fighters, the ones that are gone, right? Zaman, who did she sub? Mallory Martin, Illinois Whitmire, and they're both gone. She lost to, this is off top now. She lost to JJ Aldridge, Hannah Cyphers, and I can't remember. She lost 3 in a row. I can't remember the third fighter, but she lost those 3 fighters, though. Those 3 fighters. And yeah, like submission is about, that some people see those submission wins on resume, but no, I think Ricci's a much more fluid fighter on the ground. Hands are a little bit better. Still developing, but I think it's enough to beat her. Undefeated Bet said Chikagan can't handle Firo's flurries. That is facts. Let's see. BJ said Manon better get that cardio together. Hey, don't get mad because she massacred Tabitha Ricci. Now you taking a shot at Manon's cardio now. Chikagan don't run though, which is surprising. Like she can go for days in the octagon, but she doesn't run. Fun fact. That's a little trivia for y'all. But it kind of shows. It shows, and then again, it doesn't show. Like Chikagan does something to make up for her cardio, but when it gets down and dirty, you can kind of see when she doesn't run. Yeah, Manon runs and swims. She's very athletic. That's another video that I'll talk about one day. That's why, like fighters like Deontay Wilder, I wish they would, be able to get into running. I wish they could get back to that point of understanding road work. Road work is important. Yeah, Brian Williams. Yeah, y'all heard Brian Williams. Get back to fighting. Look, road work is critical. This will get y'all back. BJ over there simping out. Yeah. And he was talking about Manon working on cardio. Like I said, don't get mad because she beat your girl. You simping over now. Don't get mad at that. Like running rings. I love running. I'm a runner. I can stake that claim for sure that I'm a runner. Yeah. Somebody had asked that. I'm not making it up. Like Chikagan. She did go on her IG live, and somebody asked her like, did she run? And she was like, no, like she doesn't run. Deontay Wilder, like I said, he doesn't run. Of course, there'll be times when you do something else to make up for it. It'll work, but in the long run, running is a big part of. I think it's something that you really can't just like fully do without. To me, like road work, when you see guys like Ali, Marvin Hagler doing that road work, Floyd Mayweather, That's another one. Yeah, Derek Bailey said Holyfield, he didn't really run. You know, um, sometimes you can do things to make up for it, but to me, I think it's really gonna be key to them ones with the that have the long have that longevity, that long type of style. Colton, I said I'm still waiting for Aaron Blanchfield. She's my number one. We agree on that, Colton. She's not our number one, but yeah, I'm waiting on her too. Straight said Manon will stop Chikagan, no doubt about that. Yeah, Derek says crazy when some fighters say it wrong. Yeah, like I'm not saying, look, if you got bad knees or something like that, of course you're gonna have to do something. But I mean, if you're just doing it because you say you don't like it, yeah, if you're saying you don't like it, you just don't do it because you don't like it. I mean, you're denying yourself for something. Hold on. Robert Henry said, "Don't blame BJ. I started this simp talk." Wow, you started that simp talk tonight. So see, he started the simp talk. What I'm saying, y'all need to stop looking at Richie like that. Like I shouldn't even put her. I shouldn't even put her or Liana up here. I better get back on it. I mean, it is late. I got on late, so I'm on late. But I'm about to roll out here. Running Reedy. Yeah. Oh, if he did run, yeah, he did early on. Yeah, I think maybe talking about it to a later part, but yeah, he did run and swim and weights. Yeah, because Derek said he did. Did Derek say he did? Didn't? Yeah, because Derek said he didn't run. Yeah. That's why I wasn't focused. Yeah, I meant to say yeah, he did run. Floyd Mayweather, yeah, he runs now. Aldana ain't gonna be champion. Come on now. Wow. But yeah, man. Yeah. Later on. Yeah, right. Yeah, because I was just looking. I remember I was like, I used to always see footage of him running. With guys like his on his team. Meldrick Taylor and all of them, and Pernell Whitaker. They were on the same Olympic team. They used to train with some of them guys, and I remember seeing that. But yeah, towards the end. I don't know. Yeah, there. I still don't. I don't know about those allegations. I hear things, which never really seen it. Just for me, Cole said Pena destroys Aldana. That's a good fight. Now, that's a good fight. High Five said Vieira lost to Aldana, so how come she would be the title contender if she beats Holm? Aldana is now far from dangerous in herself. She fought Holm. I really don't know. I really don't know how that division is working right now. Like bantamweight, oh man, like it's so weird now. That's why Pena was able to step in because so many things had happened already. Like GDR already lost, Holm already lost. Irene Aldana was out because of injury, or she had lost at home, right? So they went down to number 7, and Pena got her shot. I think Pena's got more of a killer instinct than Irene Aldana. I will say that. Irene may be more technically sound on the feet, but I think Pena's much more in a position to win off her reckless style. Like, but then her ability to take chances, her killer instinct. Let me put that now. The reckless part might cost her when Aldana lands like a hard left hook to the head. Rob Henry said, "Chat, holla at y'all Sunday." Yeah, man. All right. Okay, Stray said he's out. He definitely. Catch you on the next one. Lafayette said later, Aldane is a stalker. Put pressure on her. MJ said hour 5. No hour 5. I'm getting hungry. Bantamweight just needs a lot of reconstruction going on. Let me see. Teresa Bleda, man. Her name popped in my head again. Yeah, she's 5-0. She's gonna be on the Contender Series coming up. They got her listed at flyweight though. Her nickname is Ronda too, huh? I always thought Teresa Bleda is. Wait, Teresa Bleda at 126. She fought at 126. Her last fight. Where is it? Let me see. Toledo Bernardo. Oh, wait a minute. Teresa Bleda, they did say they need to sign her to bantamweight, but yeah, she fights at flyweight majority of the time. Yeah, my fault. Because they put her on the list to sign to bantamweight, but yeah, she is a flyweight. Yeah, Teresa Blade is going to be a problem. MJ say you should do live fight commentary tomorrow. I should, but I'm going to be busy. I like to. Yeah, tomorrow's not pay-per-view either, so that would be a good time to just go ahead and pull that up. Derek Bailey said it'd be cool. You call the card. I know. I usually do, but tomorrow night I probably won't. It depends. I might slide in. If I get back in time, I might slide in to do the main event. No promises. Like I won't be around to do the first WMMA fights, but I might make it in for the main event. No promises. Maybe I'll jump on after and talk about it. Exposing Time said loser of Ketlin Holm should fight Panny Kenson. Loser of that fight. Where is she ranked right now? Panny Kenson. Is she still number 12 or 13? Dang, man. I want to see Panny get up there, man. I like Panny too. But yeah, Teresa Bleda, the Octagon fighter, yeah, she's coming to Contender Series at flyweight. They are really stacking flyweight up, man. She's fighting the 6-0 Nariah Meyer. Dang, she's a beast too. Zama said Teresa Bleda is going to beat Teresa Bleda is going to beat Valentino. We won't jump that far ahead. BJ said if you do, I'll join up. Yeah, if I jump on tomorrow, yeah, I'll send the link, you know. Oh yeah, just so y'all know, I won second place on BJ's 20 question trivia on his channel. I won second place off of multitasking. Look, I was putting in work, moving around with no Google, and I still came in second. But I see your man Jacob, he over there, he got popped because he was doing Google. But I said, all right, next time, if I pull out Google and I have my brain to use, I should be able to win. But I'm proud of myself, BJ, because I knew all of that by just off the top while I'm moving. All right, I'm multitasking. I'm answering them questions. I killed it, man. I came back just like that too, man. With no Google, man. That was straight organic. He said, "Don't forget to send that." Oh yeah, for sure. I will. I was killing it that night. And Brian Williams, he was about to doggone run into a tree or something like that. I was like, man, you need to put that phone down. You ain't made you gotta do that jump when you at home. But that was fun. Yeah, that was fun. Do that trivia again, man, so I can claim that belt. Cause I'm coming for that belt, BJ. When you put 20 more questions up, I'm coming for that belt. And if that's how we play, I'm gonna be juiced up then. And yeah, let me send you my address. Like, I'll do that. Osama said Valentina knows that Can Crush night comes to end. Blader will destroy that fraud finally. Wow. Dang. Yeah, Blader's a little beast, man. I kept thinking she was bantamweight, but I was like, no, she's a flyweight. She is a physical specimen. But the girl she's fighting is also undefeated. She's fighting undefeated Brazilian in September. Let me see. Blader's got those finishes too, those submission wins. She's growing. I think it was in her amateur fights. Yeah, Lucy Pudilova, she was fighting at 135, but if she can make that, was fine. Okay, BJ said most definitely would do another trivia. That was fun as hell. Yeah, you do it like, hey man, if you do it like a bi-monthly thing every 2 months just to get the questions together and get the t-shirt thing together or the prize together, that would be top. That would be for real. That would be some real things right there. Yeah, if you do every 2 months or something to get everybody on the same page, get your prize together and your questions together, shoot, every 2 months or something like that. Yeah, Brian Williams said, he's I was third with no Google. Exactly. Yeah, Brian was driving, so Brian wasn't on Google. Brian was driving, so he was over there. He was over there trying to run up a curb or something like that. So I was like, put it down. It ain't that serious. But like I said, I'm competitive, boy. I was sweating. I was pacing. I was like doing my thing, but I was still pacing because BJ was drawing them questions out too, man. He was killing me. Like he was making me wait. And there was a couple times I had answered a question. And my answer, I knew about having me cussing up in here. I was like, man, I thought my answer came in first. But yeah, you get them things together, man, next time. I mean, there was some good questions too. There was some good questions you came up with. I was feeling them. They was definitely digging back to history for me, like bringing all the Strike Force stuff back. I was like, yeah, I remember now. Stuff where like stats sometimes that throws me off, but like just remembering particular fights and years, that's easier. But yeah, when you started talking about 90% takedown defense, you got to really think. Like Caitlin Vieira, I would have never thought she had 90% takedown defense. You know what I mean? So that's what makes it tricky and good. And it was fun. It was fun. That's what threw me off. Like I was like, I'm gonna just pick Joanna, but nah, it's Caitlin Vieira, 90% takedown defense. So yeah, good shout out to BJ No Filter. Remember, good questions. I enjoyed. Ryan said he was parked after question 9. Okay. Let's see. YouTube user said Valentina is going to take the belt from Pena. Already said in a recent interview she's moving up no matter what. Pena cannot strike with Valentina. She cannot out grapple her either. Yeah, she did say she would do it. Like she moved back up and fight her. So yeah, she did. Yeah, everyone's gonna say Joanna. Exactly. Like you gotta say Joanna just because, but it turns out to be Caitlin. You like, yeah, you got to be juiced up sometimes. You got to be juiced up in this game. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Do it again. I will send you my address because I did get a shirt because I want to show it off. I didn't get the belt, but I got the shirt. So I am happy about that. Let me, yeah, look at how much, yeah, what did I do? I'm gonna post all this show here we were doing the other day in the community section. Hold on. I'm gonna just share that show here. I thought I did. But I'm gonna put it right here so y'all can see it. At well, you know, a lot of these there's probably a lot of WMMA platforms that don't even know the answers to these questions you were asking, BJ. And like I said, I did a lot without Google, so I'm like, and so did Brian. So I bet you there's a lot of these people they can't even answer this stuff. There we go. Yeah, I think 3 is better than 5. Yeah, you said next time 3 sudden death. Yeah, that'll really put it on the spot. Yeah, I think you got to do 3 sudden death questions. 3 is good. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'm getting up out of here, y'all. I'll probably catch y'all maybe tomorrow night. We'll do the live for Holm and Ketlin. If not, Sunday. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this thing up. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Like always, make sure you hit the like button or the thumbs up button. Hit the bell icon for notifications. And yeah. And yeah, Lafayette, if you ever want to know when I go live, hold on. Y'all ever want to know when I go live? In your If you ever want to go, I go live, just send your email here, Lafayette. Or if you ever feeling like you need a link to get your point across, you send your email there, and I'll hit you back. Yeah, Breaker Gang. You're not Common Breaker. All right, let's see. Shout out to BJ there, Peace, MJ, Mojo, Lafayette, High Five, Bets, all of y'all, even Zaman. I'm just playing. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm out, guys. Peace.